Okay, so this is a 2002. It's a Saturn L300 series. As you can see right there, that's the L300. We're doing a tune-up, spark plugs. Um, but of course, the engineers were so goddamn smart that for you to do the spark plugs on this type of vehicle, which is again the 3.0. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't see it on my screen very well, but I'm trying to shoot it as I'm trying to do this. But it's kind of going to be a little bit hard. Um, they take specialty bolts, but you can use the 8 point or 16 point to remove these. Just got to be very careful. Don't over torque them. Again, the engineers should have put clamps here, 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 here for you to remove this side of the intake, and the same thing on that side so you can remove and you can get to the goddamn ignition coils, which is underneath right here. But the way they did it is you got to remove the intake manifold. So you got to disconnect the fuel line, depressurize. So before you do that, you disconnect the battery, open up your gas cap to release the pressure, and then you can come here with a towel and use the specialty tools and release the lines. I haven't done them yet. I'm taking out the bolts. I was trying to take the shortcut so that way I can lift the plane up and just kind of stick it up in the air without removing too much of the garbage, and stick my hand underneath so that I can pull the coil and slide them out. Um, but unfortunately, GM did shit backwards, and I now have to take this apart. I gotta buy clamps because again, you gotta remove some things, which is kind of retarded why they did it like this. They should have put regular clamps right here. And you remove this elbow, you take out bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, pull up and slide off. Remove the two bolts that hold the coil pack right there. Pull the line off and pull the whole coils out, and then you can change the spark plugs. But these faggots did it backwards. Sorry about the noise. Guys are always compensating with too much noise for a little thing out here. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to unplug most of this garbage. I removed all of this. I've taken off the breather hose right here. Please be super careful with this, because you bend this, you are fucked. You have to replace that. There is no patching it. All the bolts, as you can see, I removed the top canister up there. You figure with all the bolts out, because I removed the bolts that are holding the plaintiff down on this side, but she doesn't want to pop up. I can get it to shake, as you can see a little right there, but it ain't that much of a play because this stupid bitch right here is still stuck down. And all we need to do is bypass again right here. So you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut those bitches off. Slide this stupid side out. Change your coil. Slide it back in. This is the quick fix for the real technicians, not the bullshit engineers that GM fucking thought this shit up with. We take shortcuts, and the shortcuts is the faster we can do this, the better we're off. What's going to take for me to cut some tin soils and cut this off and slide it off and put the new ones on. This is all it is. Don't take that much of an effort, but of course they're going to make you do that much of an effort, and this I can probably guarantee. But that is your best option. Cut these bitches off, get yourself some new rings. I need 3 in the back, 4 in the front. So I am going to take and cut these bullshits off right here and pull them off. This is how we can get to the coil pack, which is literally underneath, but they want you to remove this whole bullshit. So quick engineering, especially for those who have to deal with these particular cars and you're trying to do your spark plugs and you're trying to do them yourself, but you do not want to take all this garbage off and start playing around with all this garbage. All you're doing is cutting right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you replace those, and the same thing in the back, and you're taking off bolt 1, bolt 2, and bolt 3, and that is it. Remove it from the top side, not the bottom side, the top side, and clamp them right back down. And remember to use clamps. Okay, that's the cardinal rule. This is how we're going to go, and that's the shortcut I am going to take on this Saturn View. And GM or anyone else can say otherwise, but look, man, it's about constraining time. What is it going to do? The book costs for 3.5 hours at $150 a pop an hour, and trust me, these guys are going to do what I am about to do, but because we have to replace these clamps here, I'm going to replace them with the other style. Most shops got these clamps, so you will never know that they cut them off right here and replace them. This is the shortcut on how they do it at the repair shops. So I'm going to leave you with this video right here. For those who have any questions, you can leave me a comment at the bottom if I take a little long to comment. I've been a little busy, taking care of other things that I haven't been able to post some videos up. But I do have an archive of many videos of many different cars, of different things, of what you should be checking or how you should be changing this. I am tired of these shops ripping off customers for something very simple. Again, you have basic tools, you can do this. Even though these look different, you can still hit them with their 16 and 18 point, star bits. As you can see, I am not using anything but the 16 points, and they still work. Of course, you got to put them in and make sure that they're snug and nice and tight, and this is the way we're going to go. Again, any questions, hit the link below. Subscribe if you need to. If not, I appreciate it. I'm not here to make any money, and I'm not censoring or I'm not begging for any type of donation or any funds. This is me giving out to the community for you to repair your vehicle for fractions of the dollars of what these repair shops are charging you, and they're not really doing the job. So I'm going to leave you with this, and hopefully this will help you with the 6-cylinder Saturns.